The desert looks empty from a distance. Endless sand dunes, blazing sunlight, and a horizon that never seems to get closer. But beneath that silent landscape is one of the toughest ecosystems on Earth. Today, we're answering one question: could a lone traveler survive 100 days in the desert? Our challenge begins at sunrise on day 1. Our traveler arrives with only essential survival gear: a backpack, a small tent, a water filter, a shovel, basic cooking equipment, a solar charger, and enough food for the first few days. Everything else must come from planning, conservation, and adapting to the harsh environment. The first lesson comes immediately. Walking under the midday sun is dangerous. Temperatures soar above 45 degrees Celsius (113 degrees Fahrenheit). The traveler quickly realizes that survival isn't about moving fast, it's about moving smart. Instead of hiking during the hottest hours, they travel early in the morning and again after sunset. Water becomes the #1 priority. Every drop matters. The traveler carefully measures daily consumption, drinking only enough to stay hydrated while avoiding waste. They search for dry riverbeds, rocky depressions, and places where rainwater may have collected weeks earlier. Even finding a small puddle feels like discovering treasure. By day 10, the routine is becoming familiar. Wake before sunrise, pack camp, walk several miles, rest under shade during the hottest part of the day. Resume traveling after sunset. Nights are surprisingly cold, forcing the traveler to wear extra layers despite the intense daytime heat. Food supplies begin running low. Fortunately, survival isn't just about carrying food. Edible desert plants, seeds, and occasional insects provide small but valuable nutrition. Every calorie counts. Meals become simple and practical rather than satisfying. Then the first sandstorm appears. Dark clouds of dust race across the horizon. Winds rapidly increase, carrying millions of tiny grains of sand through the air. The traveler quickly secures the tent behind a natural rock formation. Visibility drops to almost zero. Sand finds its way into every pocket, every zipper, every piece of equipment. Hours later, the storm finally passes. The landscape has completely changed. Familiar landmarks disappear beneath newly formed dunes. Navigation becomes much harder, reminding us that deserts are constantly changing. By day 25, physical exhaustion starts taking its toll. Feet are covered in blisters. Lips crack from the dry air. Muscles ache after weeks of walking through soft sand. Even simple tasks require more energy than before. Yet the traveler also becomes stronger. They learn to read the landscape. They recognize where shade lasts longest, which rocks retain warmth after sunset, and where wildlife activity hints at hidden water sources. One evening, while quietly observing the desert, movement catches the traveler's eye. A small fox cautiously emerges from behind the rocks. It watches from a safe distance before disappearing into the darkness. Later, lizards, beetles, birds, and even snakes reveal that the desert is far from lifeless. Every animal has evolved incredible adaptations for surviving extreme heat and scarce water. Day 40 introduces another challenge. Equipment begins failing. The backpack straps weaken. Boots wear thin. Cooking fuel is nearly gone. Every remaining tool must last another 2 months. The traveler improvises repairs using cord, fabric, and spare materials. Survival often depends less on having perfect equipment and more on solving problems creatively. Around day 50, the psychological challenge becomes even greater than the physical one. Every direction looks almost identical. The endless silence can feel overwhelming. There are no cities, no traffic, no crowds, only wind moving across the dunes. Staying mentally focused becomes just as important as finding food and water. To maintain morale, the traveler creates daily routines, records observations, tracks progress, and sets small goals instead of thinking about the entire journey. Days 60 through 70 bring unexpected hope. Clouds gather overhead. After weeks without rain, a brief desert shower arrives. The rainfall lasts only minutes, but it completely transforms the environment. Tiny flowers begin appearing. Insects become active. Birds arrive from nearby regions. Dry channels briefly carry flowing water before disappearing once again. The desert proves that life waits patiently for even the smallest opportunity. By day 80, survival techniques have become second nature. The traveler wastes almost nothing. Water is carefully stored. Shade is used efficiently. Every decision is based on experience rather than guesswork. Despite the harsh conditions, there are moments of breathtaking beauty. Sunrises paint the dunes in golden light. Nights reveal millions of stars stretching across an incredibly dark sky. Without city lights, the Milky Way shines brighter than many people have ever seen. The desert rewards patience with unforgettable views. Day 90 arrives. The finish line is finally within reach, but new dangers remain. Fatigue makes mistakes more likely. A wrong decision now could undo months of careful survival. The traveler continues moving cautiously, never underestimating the environment. Finally, day 100. The challenge is complete. After 100 days in one of Earth's harshest environments, the traveler emerges thinner, stronger, and far more experienced than when the journey began. The desert never became easy. Instead, the traveler learned to respect it. This experiment proves that survival isn't about defeating nature. It's about understanding it, adapting to it, and working with it rather than against it. The desert may appear empty, but it is filled with lessons about patience, endurance, resilience, and balance. Every grain of sand tells a story of constant change. Every sunrise reminds us that another day is another opportunity to survive. And every successful step forward is earned through preparation, discipline, and determination. If you were given the chance to spend 100 days in the desert, do you think you could survive? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for the next survival simulation. Until next time, stay curious, stay prepared, and keep exploring the incredible worlds that nature has created.